Hello everyone, welcome back. So you can see I'm playing Super Smash Bros. And today I'm going to be showing off the new Mii outfit, which is Sans from Undertale. Which was a huge shock. I don't think they had any lead up to that. They were just like, yep, Sans is in the game, there he is. So yeah, they don't have a stage for him, unfortunately. I would have definitely liked to see him as a main character, so that he would get a stage, and obviously he'd get his own moveset. But, as you can also see, they brought Megalovania with it, which I think is the first time they've done that for a Mii outfit. I guess they realized they couldn't add Sans without the song. And yeah, this balloon fight, because the only way you can have this song is if you go to one of the stages that pulls from the other catalog. So you have like 8 or 9 stages in this game that do that. And this is the one that, funny enough, looks kind of like Undertale with the background. So this is the one I'm going to use. And I don't know if they've updated it, but the screen usually freezes here, so I'm not even really going to list what's happening. I'll check the recording after and see if anything's been fixed there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and choose Ness as his rival, because there are obviously memes made about how he's just Ness. We'll put that to the test. And for the first couple seconds, I will let you hear the music, just to show you that it is in fact Megalovania.
1, go!
As you can see, still sounds great. It said new remix, so I don't know what exactly was changed about it. I can tell they changed it to be able to loop, so that once the song ends, it's able to start over again from the beginning. Because obviously you can't have a song that just ends the way it does in the game. So yeah, it does have a difference there. So I don't really know, I never did the Genocide run, so I don't really know how it loops in the main game. But it definitely sounds different. See, as I am not an asshole, I was able to do the true pacifist run on my first run. Which I actually missed 2 of the stories. Because I didn't kill anyone all the way through, but I missed doing that thing with Undyne, where it's like you do it's weird like friendship bonding. I don't know how to explain that. But yeah, and then, whoa! And then you also have the nerdy character that no one likes, the little dinosaur thing. I missed that one too. Yeah, it's funny, his smash actually looks a lot like Sans' ability, where he brings in those little skeletons, which I won't be able to show now. But yeah, the ability where he brings in those little skulls, kind of like the one that he has on his arm right there. Because as you know, the Mii gunner, he has that thing where 2 little things come in and they fire off beams, and then he fires a beam as well. See, that is why it doesn't really... I guess his moveset would be kind of similar to this, because he doesn't really have a moveset in the game. He just kind of moves out of the way and throws bones at you, and then shoots those scary blasts every once in a while. So yeah, it still would have been interesting though to see him as a main character. Although it's not completely ruled out, because there have been Mii outfits that turned into characters. Because you have the Inklings are a good example of that, where in Smash 4 they were costumes. I think there are even costumes in this one too, which is odd. But yeah, they went from costumes in Smash 4 to just flat out playable characters. So the dream is still alive, don't worry. I'm also holding out hope that Zero gets that same treatment, or Bass, or anyone from that series. Or I guess Bass would be his name. He's not a fish. That was one thing that was disappointing when I saw Zero as a... Because at first he was a costume, and then they added him as a trophy. I was like, oh no, not like this. He'd be an awesome addition. Yeah, as you can see, your moveset will be different, because obviously it's customizable. The one that I have, it's the one that I thought most fits him, where you have the little side sneaky bomb there, and then you have the shield, because obviously he keeps dodging your hits in the game. And then his up, I have this one, because it just looks silly, and it looks like something Sans would do. Ugh. Yeah, there we go. Not this time. See, it looks very similar to his ability in the game, which I think is why they went with the gunner. I was kind of confused about that at first. I thought he'd be like a melee fighter or something. I was not expecting them to make him a gunner. Although it is cool that he's able to have that little skeleton on his hand. Alright, we got it. Yeah, there we go. I actually lost count of the kills on either side there. Ness seems happy? I can't tell. He doesn't... That expression is indescribable. Alright, let's put him up against another person. I don't know which one to choose. You know, there aren't really many skeletons in this game. I don't think there's any, actually. There is Bowser, but they don't have the dry Bowser skin, which would have been very cool. You know what? I'll just put him against Banjo, actually. Give a little tease for that one. Yeah, I'm going to kind of do them out of order. I'm going to do Sans first, and then I'm going to do Hero, and then Banjo-Kazooie. Because really, I'm behind on all of them, but I'm now catching up again. So I'm going to try to do them in relative order. But I feel like this one... Oh, alright. Okay. Thought he just died there. Feels like this order makes the most sense. Get the Mii outfit out of the way, and then get on to the actual characters. Yeah, people kind of lost their mind. I'm playing on the GameCube controller, by the way, just in case you can hear some clicking going on. The GameCube controller is very loud. It's hard to keep it quiet. Although, it definitely feels the best. I technically don't have the GameCube controller, because I have the one where it's like... It's technically a Nintendo Switch controller, but it looks exactly like... It just is a GameCube controller, but it has an extra button on it, so that you can use it as a Switch controller. And really, aside from that extra button, I don't know what the difference is. I hear some people say the weight is different, and the fact that it doesn't have a cord means there's some latency thing, but I don't notice the difference, so it just goes right over my head. So yeah, basically, it's just a wireless GameCube controller. That's the simple way of saying that. But yeah, they had the announcement for that Terry, I think it's Terry Bogard or something like that, which quite frankly, at first, I had no idea who that was. I had to look into it. I was like, oh, okay, so he's from a fighting game. Alright. I just knew who he was based off his look, but everyone was losing their mind, and I was just kind of like, yeah, okay. Although, he's not going to be the last DLC character. They already listed that after... Actually, he might even just be the fourth, because it was, yeah, it was Joker, Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, and then now Terry Bogard, I think is his name. So yeah, he's actually just the fourth. So I don't know who the fifth is, but they actually did say there will be more DLC characters after that. Kind of the way the Piranha Plant was introduced. Come back here. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I was always wondering, because when PlayStation All-Stars came out, I was wondering if Microsoft would follow suit and make their own party fighter. Because they don't have a crazy roster to go from, but they do have some iconic ones, obviously, like Master Chief, and then Banjo-Kazooie, of course, would be a given. And then since the PlayStation didn't do it, maybe they could make a deal for Crash and Spyro. Which also are very, very highly anticipated ones for this game. Hopefully one of those gets added. But yeah, for a while there, I thought they were going to make that, and I was like, oh, they have Banjo and, like, Blinks the Time Cat. They have enough mascots. So it's funny that Microsoft actually made a deal for this one. Which is very unprecedented. This is a weird time we live in, where you have Marvel and Sony making deals. You have Nintendo and Microsoft making deals. You have PlayStation, they opened up multi-platform crossplay for, like, pretty much every developer. Because I guess it was in beta, because you only saw it in a few games, but now they're just like, yeah, any developer who wants crossplay, you have it now. Oh, you're gonna die, Banjo. You're gonna die. Get out of here. So yeah, strange times we're living in. Very good, though. Very good for the community. It's nice having multi-platform games that interact with each other. It does nice things. Helps bridge some gaps. There's still, shockingly enough, there's still console wars going on, which I thought people would have grown out of, but I guess not. The true answer is just to own all of them, like I do. Alright, so that was Sans there. I'll be back with Hero first, which I actually liked more than I thought I would. Terry's probably going to be the same way. Wasn't expecting much out of him, but I was like, oh, he's actually pretty good. And then, obviously, Banjo after that, and I actually ordered one of those NES controllers for the Switch that you have to have Nintendo Online to get. And it's been taking a while to get here. It's almost 2 weeks now. But they finally, I've been tracking it. It's finally at my local post office, and they said it's estimated for tomorrow, so 2 weeks later, I'll have it. But I've never played, because I started in the SNES generation, and like the Sega and all that, Sega Genesis. So I actually never had the NES, so I've never actually even held an NES controller before. So this will be interesting. But anyway, I'll be back with those videos I mentioned, and then I don't know what else after that. Might make some kind of update video. Gotta bring it all together. I keep having periods where I just stop uploading and then upload again, so gonna try to stay consistent. I might try to do daily videos until I get caught up, and then maybe like 3 days a week, or maybe 5 days a week, but I definitely won't say any of those for sure. We'll just see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.